Good evening, fellow Zimbabweans. This is your comrade, Blessed Geza, Comrade Bombshell. Last week, I heard there how Kudakwashe Tagwirei stole Zimbabwe National Army companies, GDI and Sandawana, in broad daylight. No payment, no accountability. He hijacked assets worth 220 million US and used them to loot 1.9 billion US straight from the National Treasury. And when we say the National Treasury, we mean your money. Let that sink in. $1.9 billion gone. All this while our soldiers earn slave wages, rotting in barracks with empty stomachs and empty wallets. So the question on everyone's mind is, how can such grand theft happen under the nose of the army? Why are some in the military whose companies were looted silent? Why are some generals who swore to protect our constitution silent? Yet Emerson Salutin Cabal is plotting to mutilate the constitution just to cling to power until 2030. This silence from some of the top brass is deafening. Why? Because some of them have sold out. Yes, some of our generals, once sworn to defend the people and the state, have traded patriotism for bribes. They now dine with thieves. They cash in while the country bleeds. This is not what we fought for. We fought against corruption. We fought for justice. We fought for equality. The Liberation War song, Zira Zema Soldier, was not just a song. It was a promise, a guiding light, a contract with the people, a contract these sellouts have broken. We did not fight and die so that Emerson and a handful of cronies could feast while the rest of us are starving. Let's be clear. Mnangagwa has become the enemy of the state. The evidence is overwhelming. Systematic looting, state capture, and corruption on a scale Zimbabwe has never witnessed. One might expect outrage from the military, but not all have responded. The reason is clear. Some in the military, not all, have been compromised, but silenced. They've abandoned their oath and surrendered their conscience for cash, cars, and privileges. Last week, I asked why Defense Minister Opakashiri Mchinguri was quiet when army companies were stolen by Tagwirei. The answer is, the fish is rotten from the head. Defense Minister Opa Mchinguri Kashiri is pocketing $35,000 US in cash every month from the Ugandans to betray the aspirations of Zimbabwe. Aaron Nepera, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Defense, gets $30,000 US monthly from the Ugandans. Some two major generals, whom I'm not going to mention now, are pocketing $25,000 each, right? Brigadier General Monda, Commander Presidential Guard, is also pocketing $25,000 every month. Colonel Mnangagwa gets 10,000 US dollars, to name just a few. And that's just the cash. They are also showered with flash cars, fuel, farm equipment, while ordinary soldiers survive on peanuts. Let that sink in. They suffer, their families suffer, but their bosses are protecting the regime. This is why the defense forces are falling apart. Suppliers have stopped delivering due to non-payment. Soldiers eat rotten meat, bought at $15 a kg, while some of the generals feast on ill-gotten money. Even basics like bond paper have become a luxury. Sorry. The road is that deep. And now they've cooked up another scam, Agrifora, another horror project by the Ganandas to bypass established systems and loot. This is not a defense force anymore. It's a feeding trap for the few, while the rest are ordered to shut up and obey. The fallen heroes should be turning up in their graves. They died for nothing. The land reform they fought for is about to be reversed by Mnangagwa in Deteriorating through their dubious title deed scheme using a parallel government structure. But here is the good news. The progressive security forces within the military